It is safer to do nothing than to take risk and fail. I should have no limitations. If it's not done right, it's not worth doing at all. What do you think about that one?
I think, like, that's wrong because you should at least try to do it even if you don't know how to.
Yeah. You must avoid being challenged. I think that is something that is really silly to even say because we are constantly challenged on our daily life. This is something that we all have to face in order to improve and become a better person, right? If I succeed, someone will get hurt.
No, you can help them out.
Right? If I do well this time, I must always do well.
You're not perfect.
We're not perfect. Following someone else's rules means I'm giving in and not in control. Not necessarily, right? I can't afford to let go of everything or anyone.
No.
There's a right answer and I'll wait until I find it. No, you always keep moving forward. If I expose my real self, people won't like me.
Leave them.
Well, people don't always have to like you, right? It's not about people liking you or people wanting to be your friends. No, it's not about that. If I will not put in my best effort, so if I do poorly, I will be able to tell myself that if I worked harder, I could have done better.
I will not put in my best. Wait, what? So, like, I don't know.
I will not put in my best effort. So if I do poorly, I will be able to tell myself that if I worked harder, I could have done better.
So if you don't put effort, it's not okay. But if you act like you put effort,
You think that you could do better.
yeah.
Yeah. So no. These things are just it really is something that we should think about, and unfortunately there might be people that think this way, you know. So I wanted to do this. There's this quote that says by Benjamin Franklin, "A little neglect may breed mischief. For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. And for want of a horse, the rider was lost." So here are a few questions to ask yourself. Was there a time when you didn't procrastinate, or was it less severe? What were you doing different at that time? Could you do that again? Could you do more of that? In trying to resolve your procrastination, what have you tried and found helpful? So here are some guidelines for you to set some goals for you to be able to work on. Your goals should be meaningful and desired. So you want to have that desire of wanting to, be able to overcome your procrastinating. Believable, realistic, and achievable. So something that is realistic to you, something that you know you'll be able to do, something that is not impossible to you, right? Concrete, specific, and clearly defined. Stated in the positive, vividly imagined, and internalized. So it has to be something that you can really think about and something that you're also applying into your life. Your goal should be in writing. Or also another suggestion could be like if you get a whiteboard and you can just write it and have it in your room and check off when you're accomplishing your goals. Measurable. So it has to be something that is to your reach. Like it can be something that might almost be impossible that you don't think you'll ever be able to reach. And prioritize. So if you really are believing in creating a goal for yourself,
make it your main goal.
Yeah, you have to make it a priority and really make an effort to try to make these goals something that are real. So this is something that you would do as prioritizing. Your step one would be You list all your tasks that you need to have done. You can start on doing daily ones, and then you can also go from doing weekly ones, and then eventually you can do whole monthly ones. You break the list into 3 groups: your high priority, your medium priority, and your low priority. Not essential, but things you'd like to get done. Okay. So step 3, you put a letter HML beside each item on your list, and within each category assign a number for the order that you will tackle these items. So when you, like I said, you could do it in writing, but I think it would also be easier if you do it in a board.
Yeah.
Where you can put, for example, one of your high priorities could be make sure I keep my grades up. Number 2, make sure I complete my science project by such and such date. That one would be high priority. Low priority would be like keep your room clean. No, that's like more like medium priority. Low priority would be something like I don't know. That one's kind of hard. A medium priority could be something like make sure that you're keeping your room organized, which is something you should probably always do, but sometimes it's hard. Like I said, there's other things that you're always trying to do. You come home from school, you have homework, etc. So I really hope that you can take something from this. If you want to comment, tell me how you feel about procrastination. Is there something that has made you think different?
Yeah, like people need to stop thinking so negative. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, people, like, about this paper, like, people think not the worst, but they think negative, but they really need to think more positive about it.
Yeah, and that's a very fair point that you have. Fortunately, people think that they don't procrastinate, they might not get to where they want to be, or they need to be perfect. But it's not about being perfect, because we'll never be perfect. But it is about enjoying yourself and trying to meet your goals, right? Well, thank you so much, Grace, for joining me today and helping me out. I hope you learned something. So, thank you.